what you should do in life to find meaning is to pick up the biggest burden you can carry and take it as far as you can. My priority is advancing liberty.
It's also become clear why progress is best achieved by working with coalitions, which bring people together without anyone sacrificing his principles.
I'm going to make powerful alliances with anybody who's willing to.
And I will join with anyone to do good, but with no one to do bad.
The only thing that will save our country and our children is if we choose to love our kids more than we hate each other.
Oh, I'm tiny. All right. I have a new microphone, which is very exciting. I didn't get it set up. It's supposed to be on a stand. I have all the pieces here. I have no idea if it's working. I hope it's working. It was working when I tested it. I have lots of things that came with it, and they are not set up yet. Someone tell me if you can hear me. Put it in the comments. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, please. All right, sweet. Okay, so there's sound. Fantastic. I will continue to work on that, and excited to have a slightly less garbage setup. I'm traveling. I'm not in my normal place. I am a guest, so there's that. Lots going on right now. Okay, so World War III, hopefully that's not happening. I think it's pretty important to address, you know, what do libertarians want? The opposite of World War III. Not a fan, not a fan. You need to make your voices heard. It's really important. Tweeting is fine. I think the Trump administration does follow Twitter. So that's really good. You know, they don't have so much contempt for you that they're not actually paying attention to what you're saying. I would say, and I generally take the most generous interpretation possible because that's my role. You might have a different role. Please remember that President Trump is under a lot of pressure from foreign leaders, lobbyists, and scumbags of all kinds. So what do we do as libertarians? We need to remind him that there is broad support for peace and that a war is going to hurt him in the midterms. So no war. Make your voice heard. Tweets at the White House. Phone calls to the White House, all that stuff. From my perspective, I say keep it respectful. You guys are going to do what you're going to do. I'm going to keep it respectful. So yeah, it's a problem. I don't want war in Iran. I don't want the United States involved. I think we all know that. We want to keep the troops home, let them secure our border. Don't send them to die in the Middle East. And it looks like MAGA overwhelmingly feels the same way. Charlie Kirk did a really good poll. It was like 89% of his Twitter followers don't want the United States to be involved in this war. So that is really good news. I think that's really good news that conservatives and MAGA conservatives, you know, neocons, whatever, they want to blow us all up. Some weird murder fetish they have. But MAGA and young Republicans are mostly not in favor. So, you know, let that be a white pill. Midterm survey. Please fill it out. It's this thing down here, scrolling across the bottom of the screen, lpmises.com/midterms-demands. This is something that I am going to be taking to the White House administration. I know I've said it before and I'll say it again. I need to maintain a good working relationship with them. And I intend to do that. What I like to do is I'd like to show them what libertarians are passionate about and what it would take to earn your vote in the midterms. And I'm guessing no involvement in the U.S. I hope it's not U.S. already, in the Israel-Iran conflict. That's at the top of your list. So make it known. We also want to get our Bitcoin political prisoners free. Make that known as well. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I aim to take those shots. So please do that for me. What else is going on? I'm working on getting Ian Freeman out of prison. He has a website, freeiannow.org. Please go there. I'm going to put it in the comments. Please sign it. I need to get a lot more signatures. I need like 10,000 signatures this month. Let me tell you why. Ian's in prison over some Bitcoin ATMs. It's bogus. This is he's one of several cases that are just a byproduct of the Biden administration's Operation Choke Point 2.0, which was designed to kill cryptocurrency and Bitcoin business, stifle innovation, keep you from being able to have decentralized currency, financial freedom. And there are some holdover cases. As you all know, things didn't turn over 100% in the DOJ. And so they need a little help identifying who should be out of prison, who did not actually scam anyone. Ian Freeman is one of those people. He is in New Hampshire. He's incarcerated, in New Hampshire, but he is a free stater. He's done a lot of good work for the movement. We need to give him our support, and that means we need to show support. freeiannow.org. You can read more about Ian there, and his case is pretty insane. There was a good tweet about it today from Rothmus, his Twitter account. Thank you very much. That breaks down exactly what happened in a video. Now, why do I want to get a lot of signatures in the next month? Well, Rowan Storm, another Bitcoin prisoner of war, crypto POWs, maybe you want to call them. Sounds a little weird. He's got a trial coming up. He is one of the guys who wrote the code for Tornado Cash. He's a software developer. He's not a controversial political figure. He didn't have a radio show. He's pretty squeaky clean, and he wrote software that the Biden admin thought was, terrible. And of course, they would say that, terrorists and bad people could use his software to do bad things. It's a completely absurd argument. It's an argument that we really oppose from a Second Amendment perspective. People are responsible for their own actions. You don't pick up a hammer, hit someone, and the hammer manufacturer gets, charged for assault. That's ridiculous. Hammers are tools meant to build things. Occasionally somebody could do something bad with it, but you could say the same thing about a pencil. Almost anything could be used for nefarious purposes. And we know that if you've been on social media, like there haven't been a bunch of horrible things done on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So anyway, this case is really scary. It sets a terrible precedent. It would be really damaging for the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency communities. We've got to make sure that software is not criminalized. So that's Rowan Storm. Please look him up, check him out. His trial is July 14th. I believe it's in the Southern District of New York, the same DOJ that went after President Trump and Ross Ulbricht. What a coincidence. So yeah, pay attention to that one. And then, of course, the other person who I'm advocating very aggressively for is Roger Ver. He has done so much for the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency communities, former CEO of Bitcoin.com, seed capital provider to Kraken, Bitcoin.com, Blockchain.com, XRP, just a lot of stuff. Roger has really been there for the movement. He bailed out a lot of doctors who were outspoken during the COVID regime years and lost their licenses. He was there for the medical freedom community. He was a big backer of Julian Assange, and making sure WikiLeaks continued to be operational. He's also a former Libertarian candidate. He ran for California State Assembly in the year 2000. He's one of our own. freerogernow.org. Please go there if you have not. Sign the petition. I need to get 10,000 additional signatures for these guys. It's really important. It's really important that I get that in the next month because I want to be able to work on all of them together and present it tied up in a nice little bow, right before Rowan Storm's trial date. It's very important. July 14th is like a drop dead date. Sign it, send it to your friends, pick up your phone, send it to them in Signal, WhatsApp, whatever you use, tweets, smoke signals, whatever your boomer parents or grandparents use. Let's get it out there. I think it's very, very important. All of these cases are significant. Rogers, he's under fire for tax evasion, but that's not the full story. The feds raided his attorney's office, interrogated his attorney. It was wrong. That should never happen, and it sets a dangerous precedent for all attorney-client privilege. If the feds can just come kick in your door and take your stuff and take your attorney's work product and your communications, you don't have attorney-client privilege. So maybe you don't care about Bitcoin. Maybe you're one of these gold bugs. Maybe you think everything is a conspiracy. Well, I got news for you. There's a pretty big conspiracy to erode your attorney-client privilege. So you need to get on board and help us out. spread awareness of this issue. Thank you. Midterm survey again. It's in the ticker. Please grab that. So there's another thing that I was going to share with you, and now it says sharing is not available. Oh, there we go. Copy responders link. It's so long. Let's shorten the URL. Oh, hallelujah. It's short. All right. Libertarian Unity is officially vetting candidates. So we want to hear from you. Are you running from office? Are you running from office? I'm running from office. Sure, everybody would say that. Are you running for office? We want to hear from you. If you want to, I don't know, get elected, be a serious candidate, any of that good stuff, you need some support in your campaign. You're willing to make fundraising calls. You're willing to do the work, door knock. You've got a team of volunteers. You sound like a candidate that we might want to back. And so we want to hear from you. Fill out our survey. It's just an initial intake, so to say. And we're going to contact you. And we are looking for candidates that we want to back. We want to give you phone banking resources. We want to give you door knockers. We want to make sure your website is up to snuff. We want to teach you how to do things. So whether you're running at the federal level or the local level, we want to hear from you. It's more likely than not that we're going to be backing local candidates in winnable races. But let's say you've got some real firepower. Let's say you're connected to some donors. Maybe you're running an independent campaign, even though you're a libertarian. Maybe you have a good, you're in one of these unusual, close purple swing state races, and you're going to run for Congress and you've got like $5 million. Well, contact us so I can get you in touch with the right campaign staff so that you can actually pull it off. Anyway, fill it out because that's really important. Let me see if I can get this running across the screen, right? Let's see. Let's edit this ticker. What's it say? It says, try Googling Emily post. I think that's a really good message. I think that's still a really good message. I'm updating it in real time. This is what it's like working all the time and not having time to update your banner. All right, add banner. Let's get it. Let's get it up there. There we go. I know it's so hideous. I'm going to get a proper URL for it soon, but I just got it finished today. So copy paste it, screenshot it, whatever. It's in the comments too. Let's use it. Let's use it. I'm excited about it. Let's go to the comments. Grumpy Gnome, I'm running for chair of the Libertarian Party. Well, that's exciting. I think everybody should follow Grumpy Gnome and see what he's going to be doing. Terrible people can also use teddy bears to do terrible things. That's 100% correct. It's really tragic when teddy bears get a bad rap like that. But, it's true. Anybody could use just about anything to do something terrible. Terrible people can use government to do terrible things. That is very true. And I think that's what's happening right now. I'm running for chair of the Chairs Party. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. That is basically what the Libertarian Party is. It's the Chairs Party. Oh, man. Fun announcements on that over the next couple of weeks. Some people said some mean things about me, and I have been too busy at Freedom Fest, Bitcoin Conference, Pork Fest, all that stuff to really have any time to deal with it. And most of the feedback I've gotten is that when people see that kind of stuff, they're like, well, that's why I don't join the party, because all those people are nuts. I spent 4 months working on a report to yell at you instead of doing any candidate support, which is embarrassing, but that is the culture in the party. And we're going to have some really interesting stuff, a little expose on that coming up. But that's for later. So I'm heading to Pork Fest Thursday. I will be speaking at 11 a.m. talking about how to negotiate for liberty. And I might or might not do some interesting activities during my talk. So it might be a little interactive. We'll see. What's definitely interactive is that later in the day, we are going to be hosting the Libertarian Olympics at the LPNH tent. That's right. You will run through the red tape race, actual red tape. It's a maze. It'll be very fun. You will get to do a speed debate. We will have a rapid rounds of speed debate to find out who is the best debater, the Libertarians, because that's definitely, we treat it like the Olympics, debating things. And, the grand finale, the chef's kiss, is the John McCain coffin toss. So are you strong? Are you capable? I want to see how far you can throw John McCain's coffin. And I hope that you do it, in honor of all of the foreign policy things that are happening right now. So that's the cool stuff that's coming up. And of course, if you like to scream about tariffs and have those arguments, also please check out Austin Padgett's, I believe he has a main stage talk with Bob Murphy, a discussion, not a debate, on tariffs. But, maybe tariffs are out and World War III is in. I don't know. Maybe tariffs are part of World War III. Or maybe they'll save us from World War III. Anyway, it'll be great. Come by. And if you need a discount code to get into PorkFest, please let me know. I will be hanging out at LPNH. I will also be hanging out at the Mises Caucus tent, because Mises Caucus is going to kiss and make up with LPNH. That's right. We're all going to be super best friends again. And if you are a Mises state chair, please reach out to me. I'm going to start doing calls to state chairs over maybe starting next week. Try to get everybody on board with the midterms demand. Make sure that the message about Ian and Roger and Roman gets to all the state affiliates. We need resolutions from our state parties. We need to get as much media exposure for these men as possible. And of course, we need to make sure your voice is heard on the foreign policy issues as well. So I will make sure that you are connected, that your voice is heard by the administration, and you can actually make a difference in this world, unless you want to write long reports about bylaws and policy manuals, of which that's your choice. But hopefully you choose to make a difference. And that's all I got. I hope I will have some more fun, exciting things for you next week. And I will also be in DC in a couple of weeks. So if you're in the DC area, maybe we'll meet up. Anyway, hopefully I see you all at PorkFest. Have a great night.